Yes guys, what's good? Welcome to another episode of K's World. My name is K. It's Sunday. We're going to be talking kicks. We're going to be talking fits. Before we do that, as always, I just want to say thank you to all my new and my returning subscribers. I'm loving watching this little channel grow, and I'm loving the love you guys give me. It's led me on some pretty rad things, which I'll go into in a second. Before I go into that, you guys always see my fits up top whilst I'm doing these videos. You guys never see what I'm rocking, so I thought I'd just show. I'm rocking the ACG inspired Nike SB Dunk. It's kind of been one of my most worn kicks of last year. Kind of pulled them out this morning. Thought they went well with the t-shirt. Kind of a rad go-to jam that I've always got in the tank. You guys never really see what I'm wearing, so I thought I'd start introducing these to the start of my videos. So that's what I'm wearing today. What we're going into today is a little bit different. I am not going to be pulling out a pair from behind me. I'm not going to be pulling out a pair of SBs at all actually. I'm going to be talking about a newer release which came out this weekend. I'm going to be talking about the Nike Team Red Dunk High. The reason why I want to talk about this is, if you guys got me on social media, if you got me on Instagram, you would have seen that I was lucky enough to get picked by Sole Supplier to nerd out about my favourite pair of trainers and talk about dunks on a bigger platform in partnership with Nike. Within that, they gifted me a pair of these Dunk Highs. I've been grateful enough to receive freebies and kicks from brands in the past, but for me this was like a full circle moment because it was my favourite brand sending me a variation of my favourite product. So kind of something that I didn't think would happen a year ago. Is a really cool moment for me. As I've said before anything, I am a fanboy first. So it was a really rad experience. So thank you Emily, thank you Dan, the rest of the guys at Sole Supplier. Big up for getting me involved. If you need me again, you know where to find me. With that said, let's get into what I got given. So the first thing you'll notice is my box is battered. That's nothing from Nike, that's nothing from Sole Supplier. This box unfortunately was at the bottom of a sneaker box avalanche. We've all been there. Luckily the kicks inside aren't damaged. It's all good. So yeah, they come in the red box. Here's a size label. I believe these are a women's colorway, so I'm not sure what size they went up to. There's a bigger discussion to be had where I believe women's sizing should be inclusive. It would make my job a lot easier. It'd make everything a lot easier. And there shouldn't be any limitations on colorways to whoever wants to rock what. You know, I know there is some of my bigger footed friends that are going to miss out on these and do miss out on some of the female colorways, and same the other way around. There's, you know, girls that miss out on guys colorways. So unless you're lucky enough to be someone like me who's got like a tweener foot which can flirt between the two, some people do miss out, and it's kind of a sad thing. I think everybody should at least have a chance to go for the colorway that they want. But yeah, that's something that I see on social media getting a massive push. It's hopefully that'll be something that will be the norm in the next year or years to come. It would be nice to see it, and it would be a hell of a lot of an easier shopping experience for me, trust me. Right, so rant done, let's get to the kicks. Obviously, I'm not going to flex and pretend that these are BS. I have rocked them. I've been gassed to have these. You've got the Team Red Highs. So a real cool shoe, really going back on the whole Nike be true to your school thing. It's got some mad varsity vibes to it. Very like Harvard-y kind of vibes. I'm not actually sure what team colour it is, but that's what the first thing that springs out to me is. I quite like these because you can tell that these are going to get better with age. I'm going to be able to rock these as good everydayers. You've got the nice classic just two colorway Team Red and the nice sail off-white. I like them being a bit off-white. It gives it that vintagey kind of vibe. I know exactly what t-shirt I'm going to be rocking with these. So again, straight off the bat, it's an easy shoe to jam. It's a classic look. My only critique, but I guess it lends itself to this kind of vintage look, is the laces are the skinny laces. I'm used to fat laces. I probably would have preferred a slightly wider lace, but that's me thinking of it from a K fat lace kind of vibe. But I'm going to rock them with these to start off with and see how I get on. Yeah, as you can see, it's a very cool clean colorway. Team red going for the back. Yeah, solid, classic, rad shoe. So I'm glad I've got one of these highs. I missed out on Wu-Tang's. You know, I saw the Michigans come out, which were rad. So I'm glad to get at least one high in. Pretty stoked to rock these as a daily shoe as well. All round solid kick. So these are going to be part of a release that's come out over the weekend. So by the time you're watching this, it's probably out. Bit of a more wider distributed dunk. So you've got these coming out, you've got the pearl orange, and you've got a couple of other colorways coming out, as well as some sick Jordan 1s. So it's going to be a pretty mad weekend. Nike are definitely not slowing it down on these releases. I think it's pretty rad. I mean, I think they should be pumping these out in however many colors they want. Just blast them out, you know, whatever, flood them. Keep the Nike SB a bit more sacred and separate. You know, with everybody saying how they can't sustain this kind of hype and how things are going to implode, I'm enjoying the idea of picking up dunks from sale rails like I used to back in the day. You know. Oh, and if you are one of the new wave that are just getting into dunks, that are just buying dunks, man, these are a good way to start. A good shoe to have in your rotation. And they look like they're going to get better with age, so buy them, rock them, bust them, wear your kicks, man. Like, there's so many hype and sick releases out there. I know we haven't got the best excuses to wear them, but yeah, man, just bust them. If you're going to go through all of these raffles and all the heartaches through the apps and everything, and by the end of it, if you win a pair, you might as well just bust them, man. Yeah, rock your kicks, wear your creps. It's a good time for anybody that's just getting into dunks to start out, because there's so many cool colorways coming your way, and it's going to be a good year for the dunk. That's kind of how most of my rotation or collection really started. So it was from these sale rails. I mean, I think you're going to see a lot of this where certain shoes will spike, and I'm not going to say a hype dies, because if I truly believe that if you're into something, it doesn't die. So you're going to see a lot of things spike up and bottom out a little bit, and it'll be a level playing field. So while the hype is here and the focus is on my favorite shoe, I'm here for it, man. Like, send me more dunks. You know, I'm excited to see the Curry lows that come out next week. A lot of people do comment and say that Nike are bringing out too much, but it is what it is, man. If they're not bringing out this, they'll be bringing out something else that's going to be whack or for someone else or whatever. So while it's here, let's just enjoy it. Let's enjoy it, because there'll come to a time where not as many things are coming out that you like. You know, so if you're here for the dunks now, grab them now. Enjoy it while it's here. The hype is here. This was definitely the silhouette of the year last year, and I'm going to call it again, dunk shoe of the year in 2021 again. I don't see the hype going anywhere as long as, you know, normal SBs still go to skate shops and still aren't as easily accessible as these regular dunks. And that's kind of how it should be. Obviously, that's a subject that's up for a way more in-depth discussion. Something I'll probably touch base on one of my next Instagram lives. But until then, let's talk about fits. Obviously, these give you these mad vintage retro vibes. So I'm actually going to piece these together with an old Ozfest t-shirt that I have from my first ever festival. So that's going to be pretty rad. I'm looking forward to piecing that together. The red kind of jams with the font. You'll see that in a minute. I'll be heading up to the lockup. Before I do, I just want to remind everybody to keep liking, sharing and subscribing, spreading the word. You guys are rad. I'll be back next week, but for now, I'm going to link up with the Otto Works boys, shoot the fit. I hope you guys enjoy the jam. Look out for it on Instagram. Cool. Big up again, Sole Supplier, for getting me involved with this. I obviously had to piece the kicks together with a fly outfit. I'm rocking an old Ozfest 2002 t-shirt, so taking me back to my youth when I went to the festival. Carhartt camo cargo pants and dunks. Hello guys, what's good? It's your boy K. The good people at Sole Supplier asked me to get involved and talk about the shoe of the year already, the shoe of the year last year, the Nike Dunk. Massive shout out again to Nike and Sole Supplier. Big up you guys. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.